All right, we're back. We are back. We are back with yet another question. So it get real serious from time to time around some people, some pretty close and important people that I'm around, you know what I'm saying, in my day-to-day life. And it was another real serious moment, man, where we had to kind of really have some difficult conversations. So I want to know from y'all, what is the greatest candy? Yeah. The greatest candy of all time. What do you deem is the best candy ever? Now, for me, Reese's peanut butter cups. Period. A Snicker was close. Snickers is close, but Reese's peanut butter cup, it's not even close. If you put it in a tournament, round by round, it will win. It will win. So I want to know from y'all, all my sweet tooths out there, what is the greatest candy, your favorite candy of all time? Let me know down below in the comments. I told y'all we gonna bring them real questions to the channel, and this is definitely one of them. YouTube, what is going on? YouTube, what is going on, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, Dedrick Helix Jr., and we're indeed back with yet another fragrance video, all right? My Smell Good family, what's going on with y'all, man? Hopefully everything is well. Hopefully everything is good, fantastic. Hopefully positive energy and positive vibes are all around you guys. You know how we give it up here on the channel, all right? So appreciate everybody who kind of reached out to me on the side. I normally never do it, but I guess in the state of mind that I was in, you know, me and my family had, you know, been going through a lot, and you know, just, you know, everything's getting a lot better, man. Everything's going cool. Everything's getting great. So we're very thankful for that. So I definitely appreciate the ones who took the time out to, you know, tell me to keep my head up, you know, things like that. So I definitely appreciate it. All right. So today's video, this has been requested. This video has been requested several times over the last several weeks, actually. So I didn't have no intentions on doing a video like this, but here we go. I have my top 10 spring fragrances for life, for life. All right. So if you're a wrestling fan, you know where I get that from. All right. So top 10. This was very hard to do. But I have 10. If I had to take the rest of my spring favorites away and keep these 10, I will be good to go. So these are my top 10 spring fragrances for life. Now, where I live in Jacksonville, Florida, a lot of these can be spring and summer, but a handful of these I only really wear during the springtime, during that transition season from cold air to warmer air. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, up first, man, we have probably the most popular Middle Eastern out right now, probably, and rightfully so, from the house of Lattafa. All right, we have Qaed Al Fursan. Qaed Al Fursan. This is a great, man, that transition from the winter to spring. Big, rich, bold, dole pineapple juice flavor that you get with this one, with some nice woods and a fresh spiciness to my nose. A bit of spice accompanying the pineapple balm and the woods that are in this fragrance. Now, this one is, to me, you know, yes, you can get it for under $20, but this is not a $20 fragrance in value. In my opinion, this stuff is incredible. I have a backup bottle of this. My wife has a full bottle of this. I, you know, shared this with several people who I know. I myself got put onto this by my guy Jeremy over at the House of Colossus, and this was my first Middle Eastern that I ever got. Well, Intense Man was, but after that, it was this one, and this stuff is epic. And for the springtime, man, it could just definitely, it can be super duper complimentary to those nice spring days, spring evenings. Good stuff here. So up first, man, top 10 for life for springtime. It's got to be on it. Lattafa's Qaed Al Fursan. All right, moving along to the niche world, getting a little bit more expensive with this one, man. But I absolutely love this stuff. This stuff is fantastic. From the house of Parfums de Marly, we have Parfums de Marly's Percival. Percival. All right, I love that bottle, man. That blue is always so dope. So you get musk, fresh spiciness, woods. That's what you get. That's what you get with this right here. This stuff is just really, really, to me, a perfect spring fragrance. Now, this gets, you know, that Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce comparison. Some people say this is the actual highest quality of Abercrombie and Fitch that you can get. And, you know, I get that. But to me, this does have its differences, and I really, really like it. Fresh, spicy, musk, some woods in here as well. Great performer off my skin. I get around 8 to 9 hours, maybe even 10 hours of solid performance with this stuff. This stuff is really, really good. Perfect for the springtime. You can get this on discounters for under $200. This is a $350 or even higher dollar fragrance, man. So you could definitely get this for a cheaper price on discounters. Look at the discounter sites down in my description and search for it, and you probably will find it for a good price. But this is one of my favorites for springtime for sure, from the house of Parfums de Marly. All right, we have Percival. Big fan of Percival. I always get which one I prefer, Percival or Steadily. I mean, Percival or Greenly, and I still don't got an answer for you. All right. Up next, man, one I haven't talked about on this channel in a long time, and I've been tripping, but this is great for the springtime as well. From the house of Chanel. No, it is not Bleu de Chanel. It is Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Now, somebody out there might not have, my camera don't want to get in focus. Somebody out there might not have smelled this. It might look unfamiliar. Well, this 9 times out of 10, this is not in your local discounters, in your local department stores. This is a strictly Chanel.com fragrance, or if you catch it in the airport, you can find this there, and this is where I got mine. Shout out to my homie Kev. This is lemon meringue pie. That's what it is. Lemon, vanilla, tonka bean, sandalwood. This stuff is elite. Perfect spring date night type of fragrance, spring evening type of fragrance. This stuff is sexy, man. It's a sexy fragrance, man. And you definitely will smell unique, slightly gourmand, and it could be a conversation starter with how good this stuff is. Do not sleep on this. I very much so recommend, if you can get a sample of this, put your nose on this without buying a full bottle first, do so. It is different. It's one of the more unique fragrances from the Chanel line, and I definitely recommend it. This stuff is amazing. From the house of Chanel, once again, we have Allure Homme Edition Blanche. That's right, I said lemon meringue pie. All right, up next, man, I went back and forth between this one and another fragrance, another Middle Eastern, but I went with this one because, well, you're about to find out in a second. This stuff is good. From the house of Lattafa, we have Najdia. It was out of this one and the Titan Hawass, and I normally wear Hawass more in the summertime, but this one right here, man, listen, it is very, very similar to the Invictus Aqua, the Hawasses, but the one thing about this one, it has that green tone to it, and it's a little bit more spicier than what Hawass has, and there's no spice in the Invictuses, but in what's to my nose, but compared to Hawass, it's a little bit more green, a little bit more spicier, and I really like it, man. This stuff lasts on my skin. This is a beast. I get real compliments. This is an any time of day type of scent that you can wear. Doesn't matter what time of day you're in, this will definitely be nice. And could you wear this in the summer? Sure, you could. But for me, with that green effect to it, it's good. It fits the type of season for spring. So this stuff is good. From the house of Lattafa, once again, we have Najdia. And you can get this stuff, man, $20, $25. And it's crazy. Bang for your buck. The quality is amazing. All right, up next, possibly my number one on this list. If I had to get rid of them all and just keep one, this probably would be it. From the house of Givenchy Givenchy, we have Givenchy Gentleman EDT 2017. I love this stuff. As you can see, the dent in the bottle. Iris, pear, pineapple, fresh spices, like a sandalwood creaminess to it. Very unique, niche style of a fragrance, in my opinion. You don't smell stuff that smells like this every day. You really don't. You're not gonna go to your local dealers or your Macy's and find anything outside of this that smells like it, in my opinion. I overly love this stuff. This will fit the bill for the springtime, no matter what time of day it is. You can wear this on a date, you can wear this to work, you can wear this while you're out and about. Just a lot of versatility with this fragrance, and it's really, really, really good. Now, this bottle, I've heard people say they get 5 to 6 hours. Not me, man. I get 7 to 8 hours of solid performance. My wife really likes this one. The last time that I wore it, she said that I smelled edible. That's what she said, that I smelled edible wearing this fragrance. All right, so this stuff is good. Could potentially be number 1 here. Good stuff. Top 10 for spring. Number 1 for spring, most likely, from the house of Givenchy. We have Gentleman's EDT 2017. All right, halfway through the list with this one. This one is new to the spring lineup, and rightfully so. This stuff is great. From the house of Zaharoff, we and collaborations with Stay Fresh Productions, we have Second Soul. Second Soul. Of course, this is the creation that Justin Copeland and the Zaharoff team created for the Z Creators a project. This stuff is amazing. That juniper berry really comes out in this thing, and it doesn't give, it gives off like this, it's kind of like a midday mixer that you're going to, and you can wear this, man. You can get out in front of it, man, and this could be something that's really unique for this time of year. Just the little nuances of the depth that it has with the kind of rummy effect, kind of slightly, not slightly, it is a boozy effect to this thing. The juniper berry really pops out. Very fresh, spicy, slightly warm, spicy. It's like right there in the middle. This stuff is really good. And I think over time, this has the ability to compete with the Givenchy for my number 1, because I've worn it a couple of times early on with the spring-like weather that we've been getting here in Jacksonville, but this just fits the bill, and it is now in my top 10 for spring for life. Zaharoff, Stay Fresh Productions, Second Soul. Amazing performer as well. This is a straight to Parfum concentration. All right, let's pick it up here. This one is discontinued, but it had to make the list. From the house of Giorgio Armani, we have Acqua di Gio's Profondo Lights. All right, take Profondo and add more green to it. You still got the mandarin orange in here, but I think there's some lavender, some clary sage. Yeah, you smell the ocean aquatic-y type of vibe with just more green added into it. This stuff is good. You can overspray this stuff. This is your usual 6, maybe 7 hours of performance. On my skin, I get about 6 hours, but I will tell you this, it fits. If you're out and about during the day, during the springtime, and you want something that's a bit refreshing and uplifting, this could be it. Now, you can still find this, but sooner or later, you won't be able to find it at all. So I got a great deal on this. I think Macy's was doing a sale about a year ago, and I got this for 50 bucks. 50 bucks for I think it's a 60 ml, 75 ml bottle. And now we know why it was that cheap, because, well, this stuff was being discontinued. So from the house of Giorgio Armani, this is definitely on my list for the spring. We have Acqua di Gio's Profondo Lights. Profondo Lights. I could have went with Profondo, but I wear Profondo more during the spring. All right, 3 more left on the list. This stuff is an all-timer. Shout out to my guy Cedric Farr from Frag Boys ENT. This stuff is really good. From the house of Dunhill, we have Dunhill Icon. A lot of people compare this to grape soda in the opening, man. Beautiful neroli note. You have some black pepper here that provides that spice. Florals, like I said, neroli, a little bit of woods in here. This stuff is an all-timer for spring. This is a very, I'm gonna say it's a safe fragrance. Versatile for the outdoors, versatile for those midday gatherings during the springtime. You could get other options for a spring evening type of event, but you could still get away with it. But this is something definitely during the day, if I'm out and about, yeah, for anything, really, this could just fit the bill. This stuff is really good. From the house of Dunhill, we have Dunhill Icon. And yes, you do get a grape soda fizziness to it, all right? All right, we have yet another Middle Eastern, and man, this stuff is rising up my charts. From the house of Afnan, we have Turathi Blue. Turathi Blue. Now, this is an inspired by fragrance by Bulgari's Tiger. And I have decants of Tiger, but I will never own a bottle because of this. This stuff is really good, man. Amber, grapefruit. The grapefruit is just so good. You don't get no like raw synthetics, man. This stuff is well blended. I got this for around $30, $35 from my local, from my Amazon. That's where I got it from. And when I got it in and I smelled it, I was like, man, these Middle Eastern houses are, it's amazing what they're doing. It's amazing. Huge bang for your buck. I love this stuff. Great performer, perfect for the spring. And it just matches the type of weather that you can get in the spring or what's in this bottle. It's kind of like they are meant to be. Great stuff, man. From the house of Afnan, we have Turathi Blue. Really enjoy it, all right? And last but not least, maybe one that a lot of people don't like, but I really like it, and I've had it for a while, and it's pretty good to me. From the house of Dolce & Gabbana, we have Qaed, the EDP. Now, I agree with everybody about Qaed, the EDT. It does smell like a pickle, like pickle juice or something like that. But this one is different, man. That juniper berry, that blood orange. I believe there's some geranium in here. It's good to me. I like it, and it's perfect for the spring. Now, I wear this a lot to the office. I've even worn this to a springtime wedding a couple of years ago, and I got a compliment while I was there. So I've had this for a couple of years. I do have a backup bottle of this. You see the dent that I have in it. So I do like it. I do enjoy it. And there's a juniper berry theme with most of these fragrances in here that have the note of juniper berry, and this one features it really, really well. So juniper berry, blood orange are what you get. I think it's days ahead of the EDT. Not to really diss the EDT, but it's days ahead of the EDT. The EDP makes it right, and I really like it, man. Perfect for the spring, perfect for me. My top 10 spring of all time, Dolce & Gabbana's Qaed EDP. All right, man. So those are my top 10 for life spring fragrances. Yeah, it could change next year, but this video was requested by several of the Smell Good family members, so I'm coming through with it. All right, 10 for life springtime. There you have it. Y'all let me know down below in the comments, what are your favorite? What are your top 10 for life? What's your favorite period for springtime? Let me know down below in the comments. I appreciate all the love and I appreciate all the support. Thank you guys. Closing in on 5K. Big giveaway coming once we reach that milestone. All right, Smell Good family. Splack it up. Splack it down. Splack it that thing all around. And what's the greatest candy of all time? Let me know down below in the comments. It got to be Reese's Peanut Butter Cup for everybody, right? I figured that. Let me know. Y'all be easy.